Welcome back everyone to the Stalker exclusive. I know it's been a little bit longer than we last anticipated to get this next episode out, but we've gotten a lot of work done and we're really excited to show it off. Kicking off today's episode, there's been a lot of work on the car over the past couple months with Jack and his grandpa, and on August 4th, the car has officially arrived on site. It was really cool to finally be able to see this car in person, at least for me. Jack and his grandpa did a phenomenal job on it, and I can't wait to take its first rides in 2023. Another thing that has been in the works for a couple months now was the control panel, and it finally arrived the same day as the car. Jack did an amazing job on it, and I can't wait to use it to be able to control Stalker in 2023. It wasn't too long after till we got another delivery. This time it was for track, supports, cement, and so much other stuff. This was an awesome delivery because it finally gave us the materials we needed to be able to keep the layout moving and continue more construction. Now, if you remember Black Stallion, you remember the trench. The trench was a big element right after the airtime hill and before the spike. You would dive down a little bit below ground level and then swoop up into the spike. Now, it was pretty cool at the time, but now it was kind of getting old, no one really cared for it, and it actually didn't really do much for the ride. So we decided to fill it back in for Stalker. And that's what we did this week. When we filled it back in, we also had to put the footers in for the new Stalker dive into the turn. Now, when we were doing this area, we actually realized we had a little bit of extra room than we thought. So, if you had seen our nighttime POV that we released this week, you'll have noticed we added an extra element, and that comes right after the off-axis airtime hill and is right before the turn. It's actually a little bunny hop into the turn, so now you'll get a little bit more airtime throughout the ride. Now, when we figured out we were doing this, we immediately got to work. We started putting poles right in starting the next day, and we already got to work on the turn. But before we get to the turn, we had to complete that little bunny hop. Work quickly progressed on this little bunny hop going into the turn, and soon enough, you could see the bunny hop already taking shape. It was really crazy to finally see this, and looking at a head-on view is even crazier. This thing looks like it's going to give some great airtime, and definitely was a great addition to the ride. In this next shot, you can actually see a couple of marking flags and clearing for the turn. And in this upcoming photo, you can actually see a couple footers in for the turn. That means the turn is officially started, and we can't wait to show it off next week, in next week's episode. As long as everything goes according to plan, we will have an episode out next week, so the wait shouldn't be as long. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Stalker exclusive. If you liked our content, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. See you guys next week on Stalker exclusive.